Okay, so Taylor, it ends here in a 5-0 win for the Bay over Greenwich Borough. Big smile on your face.
Yeah,
Can
and
you?
you're
Yeah.
buzzing, aren't
Oh, I'm very.
you?
Yeah. What did you make of the performance today then?
Yeah, listen, I thought the first half we weren't at our best at all. I have to give the opposition credit. I thought they really imposed themselves. They changed themselves up tactically to what we was expecting, and yeah, physically they had a bit more of a aggression about them, which is similar to the first game. And I think that us positionally probably didn't cause them enough issues. But second half, I thought we were outstanding. I thought the girls were able to take on board a tactical change really well. I thought our front players looked far more dangerous in terms of making the opposition defending their own half. And I think our players that were serving the ball forwards made better choices. I think we overplayed a little bit in the first half. And I don't know whether it's that mentality of we're at home, we're expected to be the better, more dominant team, and it just weren't the case. And I think that they've got to look at that as little points of success. It might not be the prettiest, but it's effective because we've put the ball in behind, we've managed to turn them and get them defending in their half, and that's where a lot of our goals have come from today.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we might not have been as attacking as we wanted to be in the first half. Went in at half time only 1-0 up, thanks to Juliana's brilliant goal.
Yeah.
What was said at half time to get us going a bit more?
Yeah, well, look, I think the first goal really, I would say, it is against the run of play. I think I, I would give them massive credit and say that they dominated the first half, Greenwich. So we caught them in a moment of a lapse in concentration. I think they just tweaked something as we were playing, and I weren't really happy with us taking it so quickly. I thought we weren't set, but they've done exactly what we asked them to do in terms of how we want to build an attack. It was more fluent in the second half, but I think that moment just caught them off guard, and we was able to snatch that first goal. But as I say, we had to tell them that they're still massively in the game. They've travelled all this way. They don't want to be coming here with nothing today, so they're going to make sure that they impose themselves the best they can to get back in the game. And they had some brilliant chances as well. I think a clean sheet for us probably flatters us slightly, but I think we did deserve it overall in the end. So yeah, we just had to tell them that the game is never finished, and 45 minutes of hard work and resilience and snatching a goal ain't good enough to win over 90 minutes. So they proved that wrong second half. They were fantastic, all of them.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, at the end of the game, we probably did deserve to keep that clean sheet. All of that effort did come from the back line and Jess in goal. What did you make of their performances today?
Yeah, Jess has been unbelievable. She had a tough game at the start of the year in Camden, and I think that she's adapting to a new group. Although she's been a part of the club for a long time, these last two games she seemed a lot more settled, a lot more confident, and she's kept the clean sheet. As much as the defenders have done their job, she was outstanding. That's a certain goal for them in their box in the first half, and how she saved it, I don't know. And yeah, the rest of the back line have been unbelievable. They've been willing to listen and adapt to different formations, different styles. And I think by the end they grew in confidence. They knew exactly what their role in the team was for that game, and they kept it really solid for us.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, Juliana got the first goal in the first half, and very quickly in the second half she got a second.
Yeah.
What did you make of her performance today and also her consistency throughout the season?
Yeah, she has had to battle and fight for her shirt. She's one we've picked out of the 18s early doors in this pre-season. And it hasn't always gone her way this year, but she's determined to keep her shirt in this team. And performances like that today, she's undroppable. I think she was cute and clever in moments, was able to get on the ball and get us ticking. And I think her running off the ball is fantastic and is a real threat now. She's added that to her game, and that's what's keeping her in the team. And she filled the box brilliantly for the second goal. Great finish. She's been outstanding, and yeah, we're delighted with how she's progressed throughout this season.
Yeah, so moving on to another goal now. It was Amelia Bate off the bench. She's still relatively new to the club, but again, to score and not only score but create many chances. What did you make of her performance today and what it could lead to in future?
Yeah, well, look, I always say this about Beatty. I don't think I've ever seen the finished article with her yet. I think she's got so much more to give. She looked a little bit overcooked. I think she's obviously played for a uni in the week. And yeah, she come on at half time, done brilliantly. But I think there's so much more to come of her. But yeah, constant threat. I think she caused them all sorts of issues. And yeah, she took her goal really well in a moment where everyone looked like they possibly switched off, but she was vigilant. She wanted to get in behind and get on the end of stuff, and she's had a few chances like that, and she took one, thankfully.
Yeah, the next goal was from Steph. We might have got a bit lucky with the bounce from that, but can we talk about her performance today of starting the first half up front and then moving to the back to help secure the game?
Yeah, Steph is a fantastic player. We're very fortunate to have her at this football club. So, yeah, we know she can do that role higher up the pitch. And look, it didn't quite come off for her today. I think their backline sort of overloading us a bit, nullified us slightly. But she's always been a solid rock at the back. She took that on board really well. And the finish is what she does best. She's got unbelievable ball striking. If teams give fouls away in their own half, they're going to be worried that one of them could turn into that. And look, I don't know whether it went over the line or not. The other team felt a bit aggrieved by that, but a lot of people told me it did. So, yeah, she put it in a good area. She put it on target, and that's what you're expecting. Things like that will happen.
Yeah, then finally it did feel like a fairy tale ending to the game of Izzy Taggart assisting her sister, Kira Taggart. What did you make of that?
Yeah, debut for Kira. She's probably one that hasn't been, flashing in brilliance on the eye throughout the season, but her determination, her work rate is fantastic, and that is what has caught my eye, especially the turn of the year. And I've been wanting to give her an opportunity. I think she's a brilliant girl. She listens really well. She takes on board what you ask her to do. She's got bundles of energy and pace. And yeah, it's like you say, fairy tale for her to share the pitch with her sister, and her sister to put a brilliant ball back stick for her, and it's a great finish. So I'm really delighted for Kira and all of the dev staff and players. They're helping produce these youngsters, and they've got to take credit in that, because they've kept her ticking over and developing and hungry to play first team football, and she's reaping the rewards. That's a goal at tier 6 at her age is fantastic.
Yeah, so obviously after this win, we encouraged everyone to come to this game. This definitely serves as an incentive to come to future games. But for you, after this win, will there be a few strong drinks tonight? Or
no work in the morning, and obviously we want to kick on with our next game. We want to finish as high as we possibly can. We want to better every sort of stat and progress from last year. So we'll keep on working. May sound a bit modest, but no, we certainly will enjoy that win on the long drive home for me anyway. But it was really, really good. It was positive performance, really, really strong performance, and showed both sides of defending well when you're under the cosh, and also, staying on top and leaving your foot on the gas. So yeah, really happy.